Hello everyone. My name is Tariq Siraj Qazi, and I happen to be associated with the nursing colleges and schools for quite a long time due to numerous requests from my students. I am going to discuss some of the nursing related topics with you. So today topic that I got a request from my really dear student is that I should go step by step as the Pakistan Nursing Council gives the framework for our PSN degree. So the first unit we are going to discuss is Introduction of Nursing Ethics. In today's lesson, we will be studying numerous topics, and by the end of this lesson, the viewers will be able to understand some of the key concepts and some key terminology in which we will be going to discuss ethics, nursing ethics, bioethics, value, morals, belief, attitude, conflict, dilemma, and ethical dilemma. We will also be discussing the importance of ethics in nursing and the criteria for our profession and the key characteristics of a professional nurse. So the first topic we are going to discuss is ethics. As we know that ethics is derived from a Greek word ethikos, which means custom and characteristics. It is actually a branch of science or knowledge which deals with the moral principles. For example, every profession has some code of conducts, and these code of conducts express the relevant ethical standards for their profession, such as medicine, law, journalism, accounting. Now, what ethics seeks to resolve? It seeks to resolve questions about the human morality. It investigates and analyzes the moral principles, so often refer to the rules and guidelines that establish what is right and wrong for an individual and for a group of people. So, in the nutshell, we can say that ethics provide a framework for understanding and interpreting right and wrong in society. Now, the second word that we come across in our daily routine, which is bioethics. So, the bioethics word first coined in 1926 by Freud. Well, as the name indicates, bioethics is that ethics that apply to life. So, by definition, it is the ethics of a medicine or medical science and biological research. It addresses bioethical issues that emerge from advancement in biology and medicine. For example, abortion, right of refusal to medical treatment. It may be because of the differences in culture, customs, or religion, and organ donation. Now, the scope of bioethics can be expanded. It can be expanded with the advancement in biotechnology. For example, in biotechnology, we seek knowledge about cloning, gene therapy, life extension, human genetic engineering. So all these things should be addressed timely to perceive life core. Now, what is actually nursing ethics? As we already know that what is ethics, what is bioethics. So the third term that we usually try to understand is nursing ethics. So it is the branch of applied ethics which concern itself with the activities in the field of nursing. It has many principles such as beneficence. Beneficence means that you should do good to your patients, or non-maleficence. You should not do any harm, or respect for autonomy. Patients should be autonomous. You should respect that, or veracity, or responsible. So all these things are actually the problems that we daily face in nursing activities. Now, what is value? Values are the principles or standards of behavior that one judgment of what is important in life. In simple words, that if you consider a thing important in your life, it means that you give value to that thing. Now, in ethics, the value denotes the degree of importance of something or action. Now, how can you determine that this thing is important or this action is important? So, with the main aim of determining what actions are best to do and what way is best to live. So, this determines the value of that event or thing. Now, conflict. Conflict is actually the clash. The clash between individuals arise from differences in thought process. If there is difference in thought process of individuals, then conflict will come. Or attitude, or understanding, and trust, or sometimes perception. For example, in our daily life, we see that when we are playing cricket game, so there is always a conflict between the captain and the vice captain, or in between the other team members, that who should bowl the last over. So there is differences between attitude, understanding, or interest, or maybe perception. So if there is a clash between these phenomena, so conflict will uprise. Now there will be a lot of basis. The basis may vary, but it will always be a part of our society. The basis may be personal, cost, political, or international. So a clash of interests is called conflict. Now another word that is related to the conflict, it is a conflicting situation which we call dilemma. Now a dilemma is a conflicting situation, but the situation is very complex. For example, if you have to choose between two alternatives and both of the alternatives are equally undesirable, this kind of phenomena is called dilemma. So a situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more alternatives, especially ones that are equally undesirable. For example, stealing from rich to feed the poor. Now stealing, on the one hand, it is a wrong act to do, but you cannot let a poor to die of hunger. So what should I do? which is a dilemma. If a person is going to sell his kidney, selling your body part is not a good act to do. But one person desperately needing it, he is dying of kidney problem. What should we do? Should we let him sell his kidney, or should we die the person who is needing it? So a conflicting situation where the alternatives are equally undesirable, this kind of a situation is called dilemma. Now, what are morals? Sometimes people, our philosopher, make distinguish between ethics and morals, but mainly people use moral and ethics interchangeable. While talking about personal beliefs, action, or principles, for example, we say, my ethics prevent me from cheating, or you can also say, my morals prevent me from cheating. So it is a personal conviction that something is absolutely right or wrong, good or bad in all situations. You see, this is really clear that in every situation, for example, you should be truthful. Lies, telling lies can never be appreciated, whatever the situation is. So, truthfulness is a moral value that a person should have in their personalities. So, it's a Greek word, derives from a Greek word mos, which means customs, and it is a personal conviction that something is absolutely right, wrong, good, or bad. No question about that. So, these are morals. Now, belief. Beliefs are feelings of being certain that something exists or true. So these are feelings. Here in belief, we actually focus on faith rather than facts. Most of the time, but sometimes there should be facts, but mostly the basis of belief is more likely be the faith as compared to the fact. For example, people believe in certain things, like we believe in ghosts. Some people believe in supernatural creatures. They haven't seen it, but they believe it. So they are certain about those things. So their base of a belief are faith rather than facts. Now, belief is judged as correct or incorrect. Your belief is for you maybe is correct, but due to the change in perception, some people will find it incorrect. Now, attitude. Attitude is a set of emotions, beliefs, and behavior toward a particular object, thing, or event. They can be very powerful influence on your behavior. Attitude. Now, attitude are having some factors that affect our attitude. For example, personal experience. Personal experience can change or alter your attitude towards something or event. Social factors, social roles related to how people are expected to behave in particular role. Learning, your attitude toward things. For example, we have a positive attitude towards some special beverages because we watch television commercial about that beverage, that beautiful people enjoying a sports drink in tropical beaches. For example, we see a commercial of Red Bull. So whenever we come across the Red Bull and we drink it, We kind of feel that thing. So our attitude toward those things changes because of the learning. Now, attitude and behavior, people tend to assume that people behave according to their attitude, but it is not always right. Now, if we go back and we see, so we have learned a lot of terminology, which is the key for understanding ethics. Now, why is ethics important in nursing? Why we need to learn them? So the first thing, that ethics provide a frame of reference for us so that whenever the situation is complex, we can make a decision and take an action because we have learned ethical principles, code of conduct. So we can take any decision or action in whatever situation we come across. Number second, it provides base for regulating the relationship between nurse, patient, co-worker, society and profession. For example, if we come across dilemma like abortion or mercy killing, so the nursing ethics can provide the base for that kind of regulation. It gives us standards of practice in profession. Ethics in nursing promotes the sense of fundamental responsibility of nursing care as to promote health, restore health, to prevent illness or suffering. You see, it also fuels the development of caring attitude, sense of responsibility and accountability. So because of all these important things, that's why study ethics in nursing. It also provides us an environment in which the value, custom and religion beliefs of every individual can be respected, because custom, religion, values can be changed. It varies in individuals. So ethics promote an environment where these things are respected. Now, what is the criteria of nursing profession? Every profession or nursing profession should have a body of knowledge, advancement of knowledge, responsibility and accountability, client benefit, and code of conduct. And all these things are there in nursing. So this is the criteria of nursing profession. Now, what are the characteristics of professional nurse? What characteristics should a nurse possess? Number one, caring. All nurses will have the attitude of care, honesty. It is really important. You should be honest toward yourself, toward your profession or to patients all the time. Faithful, patient. There will be situations that will test your patience, but you should be patient at every situation. Good listener for every therapeutic communication. You have to be a good listener. First, you have to listen to analyze the situation. You need to listen really carefully. Accountable. Whatever you do, you will be accountable for it. You should answer. Competent. You will have a body of knowledge, theoretical, practical. So the competence, it comes that there will be a hard work behind it. Confident, commitment, non-judgmental. maintain ethical standards and practice, encourage peer to follow the same, and follow policies and procedures defined by the institution, maintain ethical conducts and responsible. All these are the characteristics of professional nurse. Thank you so much for your attention and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to watch more such videos. Sounded like a profession anyhow. Thank you so much.